gonna do what Jake Paul couldn't, knock you out.
I'm gonna plow through you.
Oh, Tommy Fury, I'm so scared.
I want to hurt him. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit ain't cute.
Bitch, kill him. I'm gonna catch you.
What happens when clout-chasing influencers step into the ring against trained fighters? They think their millions of followers would help them win. They think hype is all it takes time in a fight, but in the ring, it's always a different story. So today we're breaking down the wildest, most ridiculous, and most shocking moments when social media stars dared to mess with pro fighters. When a YouTuber with millions of followers challenges an undefeated boxing legend, you know social media is about to explode. Logan Paul, known for his online antics and massive fan base, set his sights on Floyd Money Mayweather, a fighter with a perfect 50-0 record. The audacity.
If I caught Floyd with one punch, I would snap this in half.
The announcement of the fight sent shockwaves through both the boxing community and social media. Memes flooded Twitter. Some imagined Logan Paul waking up in the ring after a swift knockout, while others joked about Mayweather's easy victory. From the start, Paul used his size advantage aggressively, throwing wild punches, but Mayweather easily stopped the attacks and landed a shot early on that clearly knocked Logan out. However, Mayweather, who wanted to prolong the fight, held him up to prevent the ref from starting a countdown.
Oh, and there's that left hook by Mayweather. Wow.
As the rounds progressed, Mayweather took control, landing clean shots, while Paul tried clinching to slow him down. As the match went on, Paul was visibly exhausted, while Mayweather remained composed, beating him up without pressing for a knockout, continuing to hit punch after punch. He was punishing Logan for even imagining he could get in a ring with him.
Boom, right there on the jaw. And credit to Logan Paul for not going down from that.
Here we go, guys. And there's a shot to the breadbasket.
Mayweather landed 43 solid punches. Paul was completely outmatched and outclassed. Financially, the event was a massive success. Mayweather anticipated earning between $50 million and $100 million, while Paul was guaranteed $250,000 plus a share of the pay-per-view revenue. Charlie Zelenoff, the so-called undefeated boxing champion of the internet, a troll who spent years harassing real fighters, talking trash, and challenging professionals to fights he had no business stepping into. And then, one day, he made a mistake, he picked the wrong man. That man was Deontay Wilder. Before we get to what happened in the fight, let's talk about how it all started. Zelenoff had been running his mouth online for years, claiming he was the greatest boxer of all time, boasting about an imaginary 147-0 record. He would show up to random gyms, sucker punch people without warning, get beaten, and then run away, declaring himself the winner. But his biggest mistake was targeting Deontay Wilder.
Deontay Wilder, professional actor. If I hit you with my power, you spit your gum shield out and you spit every single tooth out. You're a bum. Let's meet up right now. Come to LA, I'm the champion. You're a bum. You're a joke.
At the time, Wilder was already known for his wicked right hand. He had an actual professional record, a reputation as a future world champion, and zero patience for nonsense. So when Zelenoff started harassing him by calling his phone, sending messages, claiming he was better than God.
I'm better than God. I'm better than you, bro. I am better than God.
Wilder finally had enough. He accepted Zelenoff's challenge. Now, social media ate this up. People knew who Zelenoff was. They had seen him dodge real fights, throw cheap shots, and scam his way into gyms. But this time, there was no running, no sucker punches, just a locked room, gloves on, and a 6'7", 200-pound fighting machine standing in front of him. The fight, if you can even call it that, was pure humiliation. From the moment the bell rang, Zelenoff realized he was in trouble. Wilder didn't hold back. He manhandled Zelenoff, throwing him across the ring, landing heavy punches while barely breaking a sweat. Zelenoff tried to run, but there was nowhere to go. He stumbled, fell, and even begged for mercy, but Wilder wasn't done teaching him a lesson.
Keep it on Get up. I'm gonna get you ain't gonna mess with nobody else.
Wilder threw punch after punch, hitting Zelenoff on the face over and over until the bully fell to his knees. Wilder begged him to get up so the fight could continue, and when he did, Wilder landed 2 successive punches that sent Zelenoff back to the mat again.
He's done. He give up. Let him go. It's gonna stop. Huh? Don't you
By the end of it, Zelenoff was battered and bruised. Wilder had taught him a lesson that would be hard to forget, and it was quite sure he wouldn't be getting in a fight with anyone anytime soon. This will be day you regret for the rest of your life. You'll disgrace the Fury name. But could he actually back his words?
Soon you will face reality and it will hurt you.
The hairline's 10 miles back.
You'll be a disgrace
That's why he's wearing
to
this
the
bandana.
Fury name.
KSI, one of YouTube's biggest names, a man who built his reputation not just on the internet but in the boxing ring. Tommy Fury, a professional fighter from a legendary boxing family, the younger brother of Tyson Fury, carrying the weight of real boxing experience. The hype was unreal. Could KSI actually beat a real boxer, or was he about to get a harsh reality check? This fight had everything: trash talk, heated exchanges, and millions of fans watching. KSI was confident, claiming Tommy wasn't that skilled, but Fury, he saw things differently. He dismissed KSI's record, saying he had never faced a real fighter, and in the days leading up to the fight, it wasn't just about boxing anymore. And then, under the bright lights of Manchester Arena, it was time. The bell rang, and right away, KSI came out aggressive. He was throwing wild shots, bouncing around, trying to overwhelm Fury with awkward angles and weird movements. Fury wasn't falling for it, he was more professional, stayed composed, reading KSI's movements, keeping his guard tight. Every time KSI lunged in, Fury blocked and made him pay.
KSI, who's certainly starting to feel some fatigue now here in the fourth. I would be very, very careful if I am KSI, taking my head to where he's taking it every single time. If Tommy can time up a left uppercut, he can connect.
As the rounds went on, the difference in experience became obvious. Fury's jab was sharper, his defense was better, he controlled the fight. KSI's explosive burst started slowing down, his punches became more desperate, and he found himself getting caught more and more.
Tommy Fury way more what's going on right here, because he's supposed to be the professional. He's supposed to have the legacy. He's supposed to earn Chris for the fight.
In the final round, KSI threw everything he had left. He swung big, hoping for a knockout, but Fury stayed disciplined, riding out the storm and landing the cleaner shots. When the bell rang, KSI raised his hands like he had won, but deep down, he knew he was outclassed, and just like that, reality hit. KSI had fought hard, but the judges all saw the same thing. Tommy Fury was the better boxer. Originally announced as a majority decision, a later scorecard correction made it official. Unanimous decision, Tommy Fury. Even with all the hype, KSI was outboxed. This fight was a reminder. Influencers can train, they can fight, but when they step into the ring with real boxers, the gap in skill is undeniable. And on October 14th, 2023, Tommy Fury proved that once again.
The winner by majority decision, Tommy.
Salt Papi vs. Anthony Taylor was a fight that had fans buzzing with excitement. Salt Papi, born Nathaniel Bustamante, is a British-Filipino social media influencer and boxer who gained popularity through his dance challenges and skits on TikTok and YouTube. On the other hand, Taylor was a legitimate athlete, an experienced fighter with solid boxing credentials. Before the fight, the energy was electric. Salt Papi had gained a large following, with fans hyping him up. People believed he could be the next breakout star in influencer boxing, but Taylor wasn't fazed. From the opening bell, it was clear that Taylor had a plan. He attacked within the first 10 seconds.
You have the ref cam. Oh, okay. Taylor!
He used his size and strength to push Salt Papi back time and time again. Unlike Salt Papi's previous opponents, Taylor wasn't hesitant. He wasn't waiting for counters. Instead, he attacked Salt Papi non-stop, making it nearly impossible for him to set up anything.
Taylor just letting his hands go. This is very smart.
As the fight went on, Salt Papi started to slow down. His movement wasn't as sharp and his punches weren't clean. Taylor, on the other hand, only got stronger, controlling the pace, landing the body shots, and proving that he was the better conditioned fighter. By the final bell, there was no doubt that Taylor had dominated the fight. He had neutralized Salt Papi's strengths, exposed his weaknesses, and left no room for debate. When the judges' scorecards were raised, Taylor was declared the clear winner by unanimous decision. In the world of boxing, one truth stands firm. Training and skill outweigh fame. No matter how famous you are, professional fighting is a different world. Experience beats hype every time. Strength and size can help, but without proper skill and conditioning, even the toughest influencers will struggle in a real fight. What do you think? Should social media stars keep challenging professional fighters? Or should they stick to making content? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a deep dive into the wildest challenges in combat sports. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.